Chapter 6041. When the golden sunshine bloomed from the eastern skyline in the early morning, Charlie's plane landed at Orus Hill Airport facing the rising sun. At this moment, he didn't know that Steve Rothschild, who was far away in the United States, couldn't wait to visit him in China. As soon as the plane landed, Charlie couldn't wait to call Maria. The call was connected, and Maria's gentle girlish voice came. "Master, why are you calling me so early?" Charlie smiled and said, "Miss Lin, I just landed in Orus Hill. I wonder if it is convenient for you now. If so, I will come to Zhejiang to see you at the villa." Maria smiled crisply and said, "I have prepared some refreshments and am about to boil water to make tea. If the young master doesn't mind, you can come to eat some with me." Charlie said with a smile, "Wait a while. I'll take half an hour." In the hangar, Orville had prepared a vehicle and was waiting. He stepped forward to say hello respectfully after Charlie was getting off the plane. "Master Wade." Charlie nodded and said to Orville, "Orville, thank you for taking me to Zhejiang Mountain." Orville nodded respectfully, opened the rear door, and said, "Okay, Master Wade, please get in the car." Charlie got into the car, and Orville drove the two of them out of the airport and headed to the city. In the car, Charlie asked him, "Is everything going well at the Champs-Élysées recently?" Orville said respectfully, "Back to Master Wade, everything is very good at the Champs-Élysées. Everyone's martial arts training is progressing in an orderly manner. We have also taken good care of your grandmother's side. And Orus Hill has not noticed anything unusual recently." "Okay." Charlie nodded slightly and asked him again, "How is your martial arts progress?" "It's not bad." Orville laughed at himself and said, "Mr. Wade and I don't seem to have much talent in martial arts. Although we have made some progress, we are still far behind others. A few days ago, you asked me to take over the job of Butler Tang. He has not been able to come back during this period. It is estimated that in a few days, I will be able to surpass him in martial arts." Charlie smiled and said, "Don't be too impatient in martial arts training. Many people have all practiced hard for several years before really entering the Dao. You have just started, so it is normal for your progress to be slower." Orville said with a smile, "And Master Wade, I have also figured it out. I am a bit old and it was too late to join the profession. It is unrealistic to expect too high achievements. Anyway, now that we have such an opportunity, we will learn and practice along with it. Naturally, everyone will be happy if we can practice it. If we can't practice it, we will treat it as strengthening our body." Charlie nodded and said in agreement, "It's best if you have such a mentality." As he said this, Charlie thought of something and suddenly asked him, "By the way, Orville, is there any news about Butler Tang from Isaac recently?" Orville immediately shook his head and said, "Back to Master Wade. After you asked me to succeed and serve as the agent of the Wade family in Orus Hill and even the whole province, I often communicated privately with agents of the Wade family in other places. And they often discussed Butler Tang. No one has any news about him." Charlie nodded slightly and sighed slightly. "It seems that he won't show up again for a while." Orville asked curiously, "Master Wade, where did he go? Wasn't he always loyal to the Wade family? Why did he suddenly leave without saying goodbye?" Charlie said, "I don't know this very well. But based on my understanding of him, I believe he is not a bad person. Let alone a disloyal person. He would not harm me or the Wade family. There must be a reason why he suddenly left without saying goodbye. If the time is right in the future, we may still receive news from him." As he said that, the question arose in Charlie's mind again. In the past, he felt that Leon worked for his father. However, Leon left without saying goodbye. And there was a high probability that he left the photo album behind. This probably meant that Leon had another loyalist behind his back. Moreover, judging from Leon's personality, consistent behavior, and the clues that the photo album he left behind brought him good luck, he and the person he was loyal to behind should not be his enemies. It might even be his own friendly forces. However, he couldn't figure it out. Since he was a friendly army, why should he hide in the dark? Wouldn't it be better if they all got face to face? Have a frank chat, and fight the common enemy together. Since it was early in the morning, the traffic was very smooth and the vehicles were rushing all the way. Half an hour later, the vehicles arrived at the entrance of Zijin Villa. Seeing the huge plaque of Purple Mountain Villa, Charlie retracted his thoughts and said to Orville, "Okay, Orville, I'll get out of the car here, you go ahead and do your work." Orville said respectfully, "Okay, Master Wade." With that said, he parked the car outside the gate of Zijin Villa.